Nidhi, I have gone through the statements of Mr. Nayak, of Mrs. Majumdar and everybody. Principally, I see that they have raised objections to clause 35 and clause 36 of the proposed act. This is a proposed act and the public opinion is sought in terms of what are the apprehensions so that they can be addressed to. But I don't think we've gone through the clauses to really determine whether they are really detrimental to the autonomy of IIMs. Let me read it out to you. 35. The central government may, by notification, make rules for carrying out provisions of this act. In particular, what manner in which the appointment of chairman shall be held, how the board will enjoy its powers, the service condition of director, travelling allowances, and lastly, matter for which provisions have been made already. Now, this is a limited purpose of 35. Now, how is 35 eating over or completely destroying the autonomy? I do not understand.
Because I'll read out 36 to
I
you.
have been.
I'll read out 36
yeah, I have
to
36 in front of me.
So you tell
yes,
me, doesn't this amount to, well, the center is going to control everything, so how does that not interfere with the autonomy of the institutes?
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing. An approval and making are two different things altogether. I have served on the Executive Council of the Delhi University for 6 years. I have been a member of the Finance Committee of Delhi University for 6 years. So I understand the functioning of the acts. Now, let me read out 36.
What do you mean? What is the difference between approval? Are you saying that that the approval means you go to the center?
You see, what happens is if I make a law, if I make a regulation, if I make an ordinance, that in certain issues it requires an approval, that's all. But the central government cannot make it. So making its rules, making its regulations, making its ordinances are within the powers of the IIMs itself. So let's not raise false bogeys.
Mr. Mittal,
I think it is the most unfair commentary on the HRD ministry attributing these motives for. With the change of the government, the kind of interferences which you should have been apprehending have not been there at all.
I'm only
an
stating
individual
the fact.
here or an individual there, let me finish. Allow an individual here and there may have had a grievance, but in all the system has just continued to be what it is. And when changes are big, I just want to point out two
the
things.
The individual here and there that you're referring to is the director of the NCERT, the director of IIT Delhi, Anil Kakodkar, the chairman of the board of governors of IIT Bombay. These are among the people here and there who've had a problem with the HRD ministry.
Would you understand that there are more than 1,000 institutions which are run under the HRD ministry? And surely if three names you have taken, they will form a very microscopic minority. But before, I don't want to digress. Let me just read out the objective of this bill. To declare certain institutes of management to be institutions of national importance with the view to empower these institutions to attain standards of global excellence in management research and allied knowledge
aren't they already
areas of knowledge and to provide certain.
Excellence?
You see, Miss, if there were institutions of global excellence,
that
they would
is
have
what I can't understand. If that is the objective,
so we are empowering. The objective of this is to empower the IIMs and not to take away their autonomy. So there is a misreading of the entire intent. And secondly, what is more important is right now they are giving diplomas. The intent of this act is to empower the IIMs to give degrees. So that these students who are passing out
I just have a last. Okay, Mr.